What's up, y'all? Welcome and welcome to my first episode of The Beautiful Black Sheep. I'm super excited that you guys decided to join me on this journey of just talking about life in general from my perspective, my experience, and just giving a little bit of advice. That's kind of like how the podcast is gonna flow. Me talking about different topics about life is going to come from a perspective of a black woman, and I'm also going to give some experience if I have experience in a specific topic, and also give a little advice on what I would do. So yeah, the first topic that I decided to talk about is basically expectations of friends and family, right? Expectations of friends and family when you have a vision, when you have goals, when you have dreams, and when you have something that you're trying to accomplish. That is what I want to talk about today. I have been through this several times actually because I am an entrepreneur. I have so many dreams. I have several visions of where I want my life to be, what goals I'm trying to achieve. So, again, I have experience in this specific topic. And I just want to come to you guys to say, first and foremost, if you have a dream, if you have a vision, keep going, keep moving forward. Whether you get distracted, whether you don't have the necessary support that you feel like you should have, keep moving forward, keep going. You know, the only way to fail is to actually give up, right? So even if you mess up, even if things don't work out in that moment in time, that does not mean you fail, right? It does not mean you fail. The only way you actually fail is you actually give up on your dreams, give up on that vision, and just not go forward, right? We want to keep moving forward constantly keep moving forward, whether you're distracted or you come into a hardship, because you know life be lifing, y'all. I swear, life be lifing for me, and I know it be lifing for y'all. Far as my experience, I do want to say, I have learned to not hurt my own feelings, right? And when I say not hurt my own feelings, you tend to hurt your own feelings when you have expectations of others. I learned not to have such a high expectation of others. Like, you have to either meet people where they are, your choice, we all have free will, or you have to leave people where they are. You know what I'm saying? So when you assume that your family, your friend, your partner is going to support you in the way that you support them, or in the way that you just automatically know they're going to support you because they love you, you tend to hurt your own feelings when you have that type of expectation out of a person, right? And naturally, we tend to have that expectation because it's like, okay, I support you, I will support you, whatever you want to do. So automatically, you're going to assume that they're going to support you in whatever you want to do. But that is sadly not the case, y'all. That is not the case in most cases. Like, for some reason, I cannot say what the reason is because everybody is different. Everybody has their reasons for doing things. But for some odd reason, usually when you're starting a business or when you have this vision of something that you want to come to pass and you start putting work in, you don't get the support from your family that know you all your life. You don't usually get that support. And I'm not talking about everybody's family members. just from my experience, I didn't get that support that I really assumed that I was going to get automatically because we're family and I love you, you love me type thing. But that was not the case. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was, but family will only support you when you, in my experience, family usually only supports you when you become big. Like, for example, you can post a meme and the meme get about 15 likes, and and then you start getting a couple of comments, but you don't really see your family liking or commenting, or but next thing you know, for some odd reason, that post go viral. Whatever the post is about, that post go viral. And then that's when your family jump on and say, that's my cousin right there, or that's my baby right there, or whatever, right? They want to be linked to you, right? To me, that's not genuine, and I do take it. I take that personal. I'm working on trying to not take things personal, because again, you can't make people do what you want them to do. You can't make people treat you how you treat them. So to navigate through the world, you have to be less likely to take things personal. And when I say I'm working on that, because I used to take everything personal because I know how genuine I am. I know how big of a heart I have, right? So I'm trying not to take things so personal. That's just to protect myself, protect my heart, protect my feelings. And it goes back to, don't hurt your own feelings. Like, you will literally hurt your own feelings if you assume someone is going to support you in the way that you know for a fact you will support them, right? And a little short story time. My biggest fan, and I would say my biggest fan, was my mother. My mother was my biggest fan since I was a little girl. That's where I get my confidence from. That's what was instilled in me. Cause honestly, I was the dark-skinned child, right? I was darker than my sisters and brothers. Well, my sisters and my brother. I have one brother. I was the dark-skinned child, and then I was the heavy-set child. My sisters and my brother was smaller than me when we were little. Like, I was the dark-skinned, heavy-set child, right? So you would think that, I had low self-esteem, or I wasn't sure about myself, or, just trying to figure out that whole dynamic of who I am, what I like, what I look like, do I like myself, and so on and so forth as a child, right? But I didn't go through that stage because my mom, hats off to my mama. My mom gave me that confidence. She put it in me. She said, and she would say, you're ghetto fabulous. What that means, I don't really know what she thought it meant, but I knew she meant it for good. I knew for a fact she meant it for good. So she didn't dress me like big clothes and stuff. Like, she dressed me in cute girl clothes, like little tank tops. And so, yes, I was walking around with my little belly out as a child. Like, she instilled that in me, and I thank her today. Like, thank her so much. And hats goes out to her for putting that confidence in me, because I didn't have self-doubt. I didn't have low self-esteem. I didn't really know what that meant. And even being with my siblings, and my sister being lighter than me, and my sister being, and I'm veering off in another subject, but my sister being lighter than me, smaller than me, and my little brother lighter, smaller, or whatever, I just didn't get that low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get low self-esteem because everybody in the world probably was telling me that I was the dark child, I was black or whatever. For whatever reason, people don't feel like dark skin is beautiful, but it is like, it is. But anyways, just to give a backstory on how much confidence my mama instilled in me when I was a little girl, right? So getting back to the topic at hand, she was my biggest fan, my absolute biggest fan. So in my early 30s, I started my first business. My first business was a adult party planning business. So basically what I did was I planned parties, adult parties. So I would bring the adult toys, I would bring adult games, and I would do my thing and I will teach and show the party goers some skills and stuff they can use in the bedroom, and some toys they can buy in the, for the bedroom, and so on and so forth. Answer any questions, answer all questions. My business was booming. But before I get to the business part, I remember talking to my mother probably a year before I actually started the business. And she, she was like, yeah, I think I want to start up, they call it fun parties. Back in my mama day, they call it fun parties. She said, I want to start up a fun party business. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I would love to do that too. And then if we could do it together, that was even more better for me, right? Just hanging out with my mom, being business women together as partners, right? So I was excited about this. So slowly, I got all the information I needed, did all my research, got everything together, saved my money up for us to start, right? In my head, I'm thinking we're gonna do this together. Probably me funding most of the business or whatever, which was cool. So I was excited about it. And so I was slowly getting that together and still keeping her included and telling her this is what I'm working on or whatever. I don't know if she believed me or not, but because I can start some stuff and be over it, because that's just me all over the place. We working on it. So I don't know if she believed me or not, but I was actually behind the scenes, actually working, doing research and saving money up to start this business, right? So finally, damn near almost a year later, I came to and I showed her the plan. I showed her the business plan. I showed her everything. I had everything together for us to start, right? The only thing I really wanted her to do was to get me in contact with some of her friends she know or other people she know, because my mom know a lot of people. So I presented everything to her. I told her it's Provocative XXX Shop. That was the name of my first business. Provocative XXX Shop, adult fun parties or whatever, right? Presented it to her, and around the time that I presented it to her, I don't know what happened, but she was bedbound. Either her back went out or her legs went out. It was one of the two. I'm not sure. But my mama was a woman that's used to going shopping, used to going out, garage sale, in the stores. She used to be out about driving around, right? So at that time she was bedbound or whatever. And so she might not been in the space to want to hear what I've been working on, and this is what I'm ready to start. We ready to start or whatever. Yeah, so she met me with negativity. I can't remember word for word or what she said, but it wasn't nothing positive. And I was so excited. She was the first person I showed the whole, everything I got together. She was the first person. The logo, I had everything together. I was ready to launch. We was ready to launch this thing. So I showed her everything, and she was like, kind of mediocre about it. She wasn't ecstatic like I thought she would be. Yeah, so long story is very long. But to just go ahead and cut it off, she did not support like I thought she was going to support. Maybe she wasn't in the headspace. I'm not sure, but what I will say is that was definitely a disappointing moment in my life. It's very significant because it was my first business, and I for sure knew 100% my mom would support me if nobody else would. You know what I'm saying? I knew she would. I knew she would be ecstatic for me, for us, or whatever. And even if she didn't want to do the business, I knew she would be ecstatic for me. But that's not what I got from her. I don't know if she was, but I go off energy. I go off of what you do, not what you say. And her energy didn't say what she was excited for the business. So that was very disappointing. And in that moment, I said all that to say, in that moment, my biggest fan was not my biggest fan anymore. Because I actually put something together, followed my vision, and I did the work. And when you follow your vision and other people don't see what you see, then they can't be ecstatic, or they can't be as happy for you like they would if they actually see the vision and seeing where it was going, right? So I say that to say your vision is your vision, y'all. Like, you can't expect nobody else to see what you see. We are individuals for a reason. We get our visions, we have our dreams, we have our goals for us, and honestly, most of the time, only for us. Like, our purpose here on earth is just our purpose. Like, we don't share purpose. Like, we probably have the same type of purpose, but we're not one of the same, so we can't share our purpose, if that makes sense, right? So that was my experience. That was like one of my biggest experiences that I can remember, where I knew 100% that I would be supported and I wasn't supported, right? I can go into the story a little more, but I will say also, because it kind of relates, I had a lunch party. When I tell you I can throw a party, I can throw a party. The party was on point. And I don't know if I have video of the setup. It was an adult party. It was adult party lunch. So it was adult things all over. I got a venue. I got advertisement. I paid for catering. I got a cake. I had a DJ. I had food galore. Like, I did it up. And only 15 people showed up. And that's including the people that was working. Oh, I had a bar. I had a bar too. The people that was working a bar. The people that was working the treats area. I had a treats area. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I had a young lady, and if I can remember her name, I'm going to post it here, but I had a young lady, in case you're in Memphis and you want to throw a adult type of party, she'll do all your treats. She had Jolly Rancher penises. She had gummies. She had gummy print vaginas. She had all kinds of adult candies, right? Oh, so cute. So she was minding the treats area. I had, like I said, I had a DJ. I had a hype man. Like, when I tell you I did it, and all the people that I knew, all the friends I thought I had, didn't show up. Like I said, 15 people showed up, including the people that I hired. So I would say the people that actually showed up, that was there to congratulate me, to party with me, to celebrate with me, I would say it was about 8 to 9 people that I didn't hire. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of sad that night, because I had parties, I had giveaways. I really did it. Like, if I decide to throw another party, not necessarily an adult party, but if I decided to throw another party, I know I can do it. Like, hats off to my cousin Tavia. She came through. She helped me decorate. Hats off to my now wife, because me and her were just dating around that time. We weren't even dating that long, actually. And she came through for me. She made sure I ate. She made sure she helped me pick up what I couldn't pick up, right? That's why she my wife today. But yeah, that's another thing when it comes to family and friends. 2 of my aunties showed up, like maybe 3 of my friends showed up, and my brother's girlfriend and her friend showed. Like, it wasn't that many people for how big of a venue I had, right? That was disappointing. That kind of showed me the people that I felt like were my friends really weren't my friends, because it was important to me. Not only did I put a lot of time in it, I put a lot of money into it as well. But like I said, the expectations I had from people, that was a big lesson for me, y'all. If you want to know who supports you, throw something for yourself. Celebrate yourself. This is it right here. If you want to know who supports you genuinely, celebrate yourself and invite people to celebrate with you. That's it. That's all. If you want to know who truly supports you, this is the advice moment. Advice moment right here. And listen, if you want to know who truly and genuinely supports you, celebrate yourself and invite people to celebrate with you. Invite people to celebrate you with you. That is how you're going to tell. Now, you're going to get some people to show up just to see what you got going on. That's the nosy people. They not really genuine, but you'll find that out eventually, right? Because they always fall off. People always fall off. People cannot keep their mask up very long, especially when you're constantly celebrating yourself, especially when you're constantly getting blessed, especially when you're constantly elevating and having success. They can put on that mask for so long, and then eventually it's going to have to come off, because they're going to get sick of you celebrating yourself, sick of you succeeding, sick of you getting all these blessings, sick of you just being abundant and just being this light, being this amazing energy, this light, right? This burst of light. They're not going to be able to keep their mask on, right? And there's going to be family members. This is going to be partners. These is, it's going to be your partners. Partners do get jealous of you if you're doing something that they want to do, or you're doing something that you dreamed of doing and it's finally coming to pass. And they're stuck. They're not where they want to be, right? And we tend to make excuses for people like that. Like, oh, they going, like my mom, like, oh, she was going through something. She was stuck in bed at the time that I was launching my business. She couldn't come, which I understand that, but I wasn't expecting her not to be excited for my accomplishment, because it wasn't easy to start that business. It wasn't easy to learn everything I needed to learn to be a business owner, to be an entrepreneur. That was not easy at all. So when I was done and I got it, and all the tears and all the money and all the time and working and doing both, and all that went with it, and ordering things and things not coming on time, all that, I wanted to celebrate myself, and I wanted people around me that genuinely loved me to celebrate with me. But I didn't have genuine people around me, and I can't make excuses for people. I can't make excuses for my mama not being excited for me. I have to sit in that ugly truth and say, yeah, my mama was not excited for me in that moment. And she should have been. She should have been, because I'm a part of her, right? So that's how I see that. And I did make excuses. Oh, she's not in the space because, she's not where she want to be because she's stuck in bed and she usually is out, doing her thing. And I get that and I got that, but that didn't excuse her not being excited for her daughter, right? So that was a disappointing moment in my life, and it's very significant because it taught me a big lesson. And that lesson that was taught was to not assume that everybody is going to support you the way you support them. Everybody is not going to see your vision the way you see it. Everybody is not going to have positive thoughts about what you're doing. Everybody's not going to agree with what you're doing. A lot of people are going to tell you, people is doing that already. Too many people already doing it. It's not going to work. It's not going to work out. The market for that is oversaturated, and just going against everything that you are trying to go toward. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate. And I'm probably going to have a drink every time I talk to you guys. But right now it is probably about 9:30 a.m. So I'm having a mango mimosa. So it's some champagne and some mango juice in here, and it's really good. So yeah. So yeah, don't hurt your own feelings by assuming that the people that you support is going to support you. And it's unfortunate, and it's going to happen more often than not, especially if you have a vision, especially if you have dreams and goals and things you want to accomplish in life. So what I'll tell you is keep moving forward. If you have any doubts about that vision or that dream or that certain goal, just because someone tell you it's not going to work or it might not work, please let that go in one ear and straight out the other, because your vision is your vision, and God gave you that vision. Source, God, whoever you choose to pray to, gave you that vision for you and you only. And that's just the truth. That's the honest to God truth. Like, it's your vision. Those are your dreams. So everyone cannot see the way you see. Like I said, we are individuals. We don't have this, we might be in the same field of our purpose, but we can't share our purpose, right? I can't share my purpose with somebody else. It's my purpose. It's the reason I'm here. We might be in the same field. We might be able to collaborate, but my purpose is mine. My vision is my vision, right? So like I said, keep moving forward regardless of the negative comments. Keep moving forward even if nobody supports you in your family, nobody supports you in your friend group. Keep moving forward, because I will say for a fact, someone is watching, if not everybody is watching. So keep putting your business, your dreams, your goals out there for everyone to see. Whatever endeavors you may have, keep putting it out there. Because I also will say strangers will support you. It's been known, I don't know for it is not a fact, but it's been known that strangers will support you faster than family. Why? I have no idea, but in my experience and other people that I've talked to experience, strangers support you faster than family for whatever reason. So I thank you guys for joining me on the first episode of The Beautiful Black Sheep, and I will see y'all on the next episode. Again, make sure you keep up with me. Turn those post notifications on, and make sure you subscribe and keep coming back, because we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to unpack, And we're going to do this together on this healing journey. And if you are watching me, I'm pretty sure you on some type of healing journey or some type of evolution, evolving that you want to do. So stick with me. It's going to be more and more to come, more advice, more experience, more story times. And also I'm going to get into coaching as well. So just stay tuned and I'll keep y'all updated on where this goes. Thank you guys. Later.